Hey there friends, thanks for checking in. By the time you watch this video, I'm sure most people know that Steve Stevens died today with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. I think he was pinned in at a McDonald's in Erie, Pennsylvania. Law enforcement was on the case. They did a great job communicating with each other, getting the word out, taking in leads, tracking this guy as best as they could to try everything they could to prevent another murder. Great news. Good job by law enforcement, but great news, this menace to society is off the streets. He will be killing nobody anymore. Here's the point that I want to make though. There are two types of people. Now, before I go into the two types of people, every person who read about this story, who watched it on the news, who learned about it from a coworker, they were shocked by it. They were amazed that somebody has this type of capability for cold-blood murder and to even stream it on Facebook Live. And they're sickened by it. But every single person who learned of this story asked themselves, how would I handle this situation if I ran into this guy? Now, these are the two types of people I was referring to earlier. Person number one, many people left comments on the video I made last night, and they said, you know what? This guy would go down, okay? He would go down, and, you know, it may be even time to go hunting. If I find out this guy's in our area, I'm not gonna stand for it. And we understand that law enforcement cannot be at all places all the time, and they, you know, they're human beings. They have to, you know, do their best to track them down or whatever. It's too hard. The people who are armed are confident. Now, one of the greatest attributes you can have as a person is confidence. People who are armed are typically confident in situations like this. When you say, what would I do? I know exactly what I would do because I've mentally prepared for it. I trained for it. I have my gun. I know how to use it. I practice my drawing. I'm situationally aware of what's going on. That is a person with a plan. Now, person number two doesn't have a plan. Therefore, they have no confidence because they think, you know, well, hopefully I don't run into him. Honey, if you see this guy, run. Call 911. Okay? Those are not bad suggestions, but you may not have time to do that. You may be in a situation where you have to make a move. Many of those people, their move will be dead. You don't think there are other Steve Stevens in your life, or maybe not, maybe in your area? Do you think it's possible? There are people every day who perform acts that nobody thought they were capable of. Stevens himself said, well, you know what, I lost my girl, I lost my job, I lost my apartment, I just snapped. Well, his idea was snapping was killing somebody. You don't think that happens around you? Or somebody in your neighborhood? It does. Somebody in your area. Anybody could just snap and go off on some violent streak. So what is your plan? Is your plan to be scared? And if that's it, you're really missing something and you're missing confidence. And I'm wondering, how are you going to do, like, you know, how long can you go on without that? My plan is to be like so many others. If this menace to society crosses my path, it's over. I'm taking them out.